Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on third down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
It's Brian Branch with it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Cut! Like 20! 4 down! 5! Super 1! Hey, Shell! Is that?
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to hang on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Brian Branch with it.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
20! Hey, 5!
5
Goff. And he is caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-7. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're already confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This will be taken at the 10. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over.
19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one way we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout.
Touchdown, Detroit! Torrey Horton, an 80-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Cowboys nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Like playing. Is that?
Gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have it first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Well, they're using a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And goal to go.
What? What's that?
Now it's gone. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And a round is on here in this first half.
Cowboys nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out their own way right now.
Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. How about this? And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. No. Me.
Now gone. Finds Gibbs on a check down. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. And you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this well. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Tiger. Yes.
Here's Gone. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Rick, go. 180.
Goff throwing again. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions continue to pull away here this first half.
The kick is
Point after right down the middle. And a round is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Cowboy first down.
Everybody kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Prescott now. And he'll go right back to Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. And a throw there going to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Yeah, here we go.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Oh, my goodness. Here's a 5th interception. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Wait.
Here's Goff. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 45 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. The extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half.
49. Cowboys nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator sometimes they just make it through. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw is Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
4 down. We go tonight. By 20. Turbo.
Here's Goff. Now there's that man again. It's complete. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Got it. White 20. Hold on. Check.
Now Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To the air again. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
20.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
The 43-yard line.
180.
To throw is Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Horton. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
We go tonight. What's that? 180. What's that?
Goff now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
DC. Super 66.
Throwing again is gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Well, something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, lift! Like 20! Attack!
Now it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. He gets 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Like 20! Super 66!
Goff now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't give it to him. It's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
11! Hey, kill!
On 4th down, gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
5, 9, turbo set.
Gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 4 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly what the wind did, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. Right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
And now here's another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We go tonight. Listen. Hey, tonight.
After the interception, here's Goff. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Goff. That's complete to the Porter. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the run. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Cut. 180.
Now Goff. Finds Gibbs on a check down. No gain on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
180. What's that?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now 2nd and 3.
Yeah! Here we go. Wide. We're going to 54. Wide.
Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this would be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Elijah Jones going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
180. 14. 14.
Throwing now, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13.
Here's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people maybe say, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Whirling. Like 20.
Goff throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because Someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the foot. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
17. We go tonight. White 20. What's that?
Goff going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And now here's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. Black 20. Turbo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Maverick! What's that?
From the gun, here's Goff. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is